I think his computer is doing an update because he hasn't done an update or turned it off in so long. It's on auto update.
I mean, listen, man, folks listening, Abdul will join when Abdul joins. As it's up in the air. It's 2014 MacBook Air is doing what it's doing. It's up in the air. Shout out to Up in the Air. That's a great film too. Episode 215. What's the podcast? We are back.
Yeah,
I am DJ Jerome Baker III. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What's up, Rome?
Don't Charge Abdul will be joining us whenever whenever his computer reboots, finishes rebooting. I don't know what's going on.
Might not reboot.
It might not. He might be doing it from his phone. We'll see. Nevertheless, we're here. It's a crispy Wednesday, Washington D.C. Thursday when you hear this. I think today was the hottest day of the year in D.C. so far. Touched 95. It was crispy.
That's hot.
Sure. I mean, it's not Arizona. Obviously, it was 111.
No, but it's hot and humid here.
Yeah, for sure. It was 111 in Arizona. My mom texts me all the time. She's just like, yeah, it's hot.
She's not used to it by now?
Nah, she is. She's just
it's just
hot.
nothing to get used to.
Yeah, it's just you don't get used to it. Like,
you get used to it, but it's nothing to get used to.
Like Sunday in Arizona is going to be 117 degrees outside with 50% humidity. That's kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
That's crazy for Arizona. That's hot and humid.
I mean, yeah. There's no winning in that situation. You can't even go to the pool for that long.
No, you stay in the house.
Stay in the house.
That's it. That's it. Stay in the house.
Oh, wait, here we go. Abdul's calling me. Give me a second.
Uh-oh.
Yo.
Hey, I got Kim's laptop, but it doesn't have any USBs. It's got the micro joints.
Oh, you need the connector pieces that I got on mine. She got like a newer computer?
Huh?
She got like a newer computer?
Yeah, she has a new one.
Oh, yeah. You need the connectors that I got.
All right, let me figure it out. I'm on hot board over.
All right, for sure. All right. So that is your 2 minute and 30-second update from Don't Charge Abdul. It doesn't sound good, you know what I'm saying?
Not sound good.
But I mean, hey, this is what happens when you gotta update your computer and get your friend's shoes. Nevertheless, we're here. We'll be on the petty,
or do neither,
exactly. What's the podcast? Episode 215. Shout out to Philadelphia, even though we're in Washington D.C. We are here. Another fun packed episode for you to, enjoy. It's been a wonderful week here in DC. Again, it's warm, but I had a ton of gigs over the weekend that were really good. We can talk about that a little bit later. I see Abdul highlighted my reggae set, which was phenomenal. This past Friday, my reggae set was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Do remember what's the podcast.live. You can check us out there for our previous episodes and youtube.com/what's the podcast for the video episodes and the amazing comments. The comments are tremendous. We want to start today's episode by wishing a happy birthday to our guy Roland Castro. Today is his birthday. If you know Roland out there in the world, send him a happy birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Roland.
He holds on Commonwealth. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So shout out to Roland, man. He's a good dude right there.
100%.
And so, let's get the ball rolling. Obviously, if you just are in the world out there, you're aware of and you've seen the Tiny Desk with Juvenile. I still haven't actually watched that particular episode yet, but
you haven't watched it yet?
Nah.
Oh, that's crazy.
We'll talk about it off the air. But the Tiny Desk seems to have just exploded in both popularity, notoriety, as they should.
Yeah.
And a lot of that has centered around our guy, DJ Cuzzin B, who is the producer of Tiny Desk. It's kind of the HNIC lead in charge. And he is just put together. I mean, Tiny Desk has been on a run so crazy that I think people don't understand. Like,
has he been there since like the inception of it? Like
since the inception.
Okay, that's dope.
Since the inception, he's been there, and he's really put them on in a way that I think, you know, where he just cares. You know, he made it through the pandemic, made it through a series of layoffs that were pretty staggering, I believe, and I think he's been there like 17 years or something like that.
Wow.
So for him to be in a position that he's in with the show,
transition his job too, it's dope.
Very active DJ career. He's all around the globe doing that. It's amazing to see what they've earned and created and are still doing on a weekly basis. Like Tiny Desk is no longer like they get calls for people to be on their Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, we got to reach out to such and such, which they still do.
Of course.
But they got
people wanting to be
They got
on
people
there.
wanting to be on there. Like it's part of your press run. Like we got to figure out a way to get you on Tiny Desk. I've been about 5 times, I want to say. Looking forward to going in the future. We've talked about this before, but they were on CBS this morning, I believe, and that was just a big feather in their cap in terms of, notoriety and just putting them in a good place.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful. So shout out to Cuzzin B, man. He's and the team over there at Tiny Desk is very, very, very well deserved. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how, just pay attention to that. If you're in DC, if you want to get in, then hit up Abdul. He's the man. I'll try to make it happen for you. Don't hit me or Eddie because we're getting in there and making. Oh, there he is.
I'm back, baby.
Finally rebooted.
It did. I think I had mad like updates or something like
For
that.
sure.
And kept on. It's probably got updates from like 2003 or something.
So you probably when you're done with tonight's episode, you just update it.
Well, I think it just did all that.
Well, just double check it again. Double check it again, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So reboot it one more time.
Just
go to software update and see if there's
go to software updates.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. I
yeah.
got you. Okay.
So don't charge
did I
Abdul
miss?
has now joined us. We just talked about Cuzzin B and Tiny Desk and all of the all of the well-deserved credit they've been getting lately.
Yes. Big things, man.
yeah,
Shout out
so-
to our guy Cuzzin B who architected the whole thing. I think they actually had some sort of was it a
CBS
60-minute special on NPR? I mean on CBS or something like that? What
It was like
that?
it was like CBS This Morning or something like that.
Oh, okay. That kind of just, I mean, that as well as the Juvenile performance. Just
Did you watch the
think
Juvenile
I'm pretty
performance?
Sure you guys already talked about it. I did. I watched a big portion of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I've never been a big like Southern hip hop fan, to be honest, but I appreciated that performance. So
Yeah, I mean, he had bangers when you were like in the club rotation, though. You know what I mean? Like all his songs.
also it was just
all
it was
the
just
words to all
something that
his
was
songs.
Yeah, I do know all the words.
You know what I mean?
But it was just that style was just something that was completely brand new to us
For sure.
here in the East Coast, and so I didn't appreciate it as much as like people in the South did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I just think
And the
that
subject matter was a little bit different.
if it was difficult for hardcore East Coasters to really embrace the South initially.
Yeah,
Right? Like I was on the
For
East
sure.
Coast. I was in Virginia. I was at school when Ha came out. And like the New York dudes, the Philly dudes, even the DC cats to a degree weren't necessarily jumping up for joy at first.
Yeah.
But as that Ha got hotter and you heard it more and more,
yeah,
it was like, yo, you have to embrace this. And then once Jay jumped on the remix,
It was over after that.
it was over.
Yeah.
It was literally the tipping point
Yeah.
that allowed the East Coast to embrace the South, and that beat is the beat for Ha is absolutely crazy, right? And then you drop
Yeah,
back.
you never
that
heard
up,
nothing like that in your life
Never
ever
heard.
before.
and you don't even know what he's saying. Like
It doesn't matter.
It's
Yeah,
like what
it
what
doesn't
is he
matter.
saying? His teeth are all gold. He like
It doesn't matter.
ain't take a shower in 3
Crazy.
days. Like
It was
he
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But once
Yeah.
you got in the function and that paper chaser came on, hey man.
nah, it's on.
Then that Back That Thing Up came on.
It's a
and
big
it was
college song. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was 98.
I'm sure it was
99.
the same thing in at Hampton.
Now it's like on like rock jock.
Yeah, now it's on like
compilations.
now it's like
Jock rock
yeah,
compilation.
you know what I mean. The Hey Goodbye song, and then here comes Juvenile. So but shout out to again Cuzzin B and just his team for
Yes, for sure.
a movement. Like it's a movement. Like I'm waiting for them to take it on tour. Like you know what I'm saying. They gotta go crazy with it. You know what I mean. So
Did y'all talk about the
people
Tiny
going
Desk and Tiny Desk NPR and Commonwealth collab that happened just actually a few months ago, less than a year ago?
Well, I mean, it's about a year, but we spoke about it on previous.
They did it for Complex Con,
episodes.
yeah.
Exactly.
we
Yeah,
spoke
but
about previous
go back and go
episodes.
grab that. It's still available some places, I think.
We just sold
No,
the last
sold
t-shirt.
out.
We just sold the last t-shirt like earlier this week.
Oh shit! So
Yeah, literally
that
the
was-
last white
yeah.
t-shirt. It was a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked I sent actually Clark Kent I think you guys had the DJ mat. Is that what they call DJ mats?
Slip mat.
Slip mats.
Yeah, but y'all did that. That was part of the collab, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah, I gave those to Clark. He appreciated that. But yeah, shout out to NPR. I went to go see you and hang out with you on Friday. I don't know if you guys went over the weekend.
No, we haven't got there. We just
Oh man,
just tapped in.
that was my first time going to the new ESL
What'd
on
you think?
Friday night. I liked it.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
It was a vibe in there.
Yeah.
I kind of like the vibe a little bit better than the old one.
So if you live not in Washington D.C., there is a space called 18th Street Lounge where I DJ the first Friday of every month with my guy Scooty as Rock Creek Social Club, and I did this past week 5 hours by myself.
Do you have the other room open upstairs also?
Upstairs is open too.
Who does that?
They have a rotating cast of
So
DJs.
you have nothing to do with upstairs.
Nothing to do with
Rock Creek
upstairs.
Social is downstairs.
Downstairs.
But the full venue is open with different DJs upstairs.
Yeah, the thing about it is like people want to be upstairs though, so like we gotta talk to them about it. Because
What do you mean people want to be upstairs? Like the audience?
yeah, like people just it's summertime, so people just naturally want to be upstairs and outside.
Oh, there's an outside area.
Yeah,
upstairs.
I didn't make it.
It's
I
like a
didn't make
little.
it out
It's like
there.
it's like a mini Marvin, where Marvin used to be.
I think that's probably a reason they probably shut upstairs down first.
Yeah,
Like
for
noise.
sure.
But
I think if you DJ outside and Scooty's on the mic, that's just gonna get shut down like the first
that's
night.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah.
That's truthfully that's why we can't even be upstairs though.
That's why, but
because-
that's good. Then stay downstairs.
yeah,
yeah. I'm not
downstairs was dope, man. It was a
Yeah,
nice vibe. Music was off
yeah.
the chain. Rome was in his bag. I gotta say, man, your dance hall set has steadily improved. I think
Yeah.
you've been quietly hanging out with a whole bunch of Jamaicans and
That's
and
the restraint.
Guyanese. I know that. But
Yeah, Pierre's my man.
yeah. But I can see the influence slowly getting into your shoulders.
We've
You
been
know what I'm saying?
building that connection
Oh yeah,
up.
my shoulders get loose now. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
My shoulders get loose a little bit.
Your transitions in the dance hall world been a lot more crisper and confident.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So truth be
Jerome
told,
on the mic, spitting patois
No,
and all that.
So I mean,
It's
truth
so
be told,
crazy.
that's really a source of pride. A source of pride for me though is because ever since Hampton, hearing the dance hall and the reggae sets, just seeing the reaction from people was always something that I just really enjoyed. But at the same time, like I didn't know the language, like so.
Yeah,
Even trying to find some of the names of the songs is just
exactly.
yeah.
it takes a
I
while.
can see how that can be tough.
And
Yeah.
I'm an outsider. Like, I mean, when
Yeah.
I was in college, Everyone Falls in Love at the same time was a banger. All right, cool. That's my real first intro. And then you start working backwards. But I think I'm also in school when like Reggae Gold 2001 came out, and that was straight bangers,
Bangers.
right? But it's like, okay, now I got to get this CD. It's pre-Serato. So you got to
Yeah.
find all the records,
Mm.
which was difficult. I mean, Virginia had good record stores, but you got to find all the records.
They also
And
had like a lot of DJs that would come in
A
and buy all
lot
that
of
shit
D,
up.
yeah,
too.
yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
a college student, so I
Yeah.
might only be able to get the Sasha record. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mm.
I might get one rhythm a week. There's dudes buying up the entire rhythm at one point in time. I got to wait 4 weeks for the restock. So
No doubt.
I've always loved just the response. I actually just got booked today for my first gig in Jamaica.
Oh,
And that'll be in April 2024.
Oh, we
really?
going.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What type of gig is it? Not like a wedding or anything like that.
No. It's a 3-day function. One of those like party weekends. Like
One of those like Lamine. Let's go to Tulum trips.
DJ Armageddon.
Boom.
I know what it is.
Of course.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
We're gonna
Rent the whole resort out. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's gonna be like DC. It's gonna be DC at the beach.
Go.
It's a Dream Nick Grill.
Yeah, no doubt. Dream Nick Grill.
That's actually the name of a big party in Jamaica that a lot of foreigners come to.
Well, that's what's going on that weekend.
It's a real function. Shout out to my man Pierre, whose party that is in Jamaica.
Shout out to Armageddon too.
Yeah, shout out to Armageddon, of course. Yeah, we're gonna have to connect you with the family out there, man. Make sure you make like a 2-day trip to Kingston or something like that and go hold it down.
No, I'm gonna be out there for like a week. Like I've never been, so I need to see it all. Like,
yeah,
things are different now. If I once I touch outside of U.S. soul,
I might go with you.
You should. You're gonna be there the whole time, but just like
I wonder if that might be around Carnival time.
When is Carnival?
It's normally like a week or two after Easter. Isn't Easter like right around beginning of April?
I thought it's the end, isn't it?
No,
I don't know.
The end.
We'll figure it out. If you watch this, we'll figure it out. But yeah, Jamaica 2024. We're gonna see what's good. I'll be there for a week.
I'm gonna go with you.
Let's go. It's very rare that we openly embrace other people's podcasts outside of our own and outside of like road podcasts, because those are the homies. But I can't call him a friend of the show. I'll call him a friend of Abdul's.
Okay.
Scar from Scar's Pizza.
Oh, yes.
Was on the Throwing Fits podcast, which is I think this guy Lawrence Schlosserman and some other dude, I forget his name.
StockX White Boys
for sure.
Shout out to them.
And they're very into, they're into clothing a lot. They've been at this for a while.
Okay.
But they have a new episode of their podcast with Scar on it. I've only made it about 40 minutes into the episode. I think it's close to 2 hours.
Okay.
But the clip floating is about Scar revealing that an actual pair of his sneakers sold for $220,000. Not the reported amount of $120,000.
Well, they sold for 120 also.
Yeah,
one pair did sell for 120, but that was a public auction.
A private auction.
Private auction sold for $220,000.
They said who it was.
Yeah, it's the guy who bought the moonwalk, the first waffles or something like that.
Exactly.
Which is crazy. And I think those sold for like $475 or something like that. Something crazy. Yeah. That's insane.
Is it insane?
Yeah, no, it is.
Like, come on,
is it coming from you?
I think so. You all know I don't have the money to spend on sneakers like that.
No, but if you did, you would buy sneakers like that.
If I had it like that,
yeah. If you had the bag like he had the bag, you would 100%. Buy sneakers for 200 bands.
That's true. I certainly would. However,
same addiction.
However, I almost feel like this is a gentleman who just has a very strong relationship and trust with Sotheby's, because if you were just a little bit more in the community, you would have been able to either even get that pair for a fraction of the cost. Like, shout out to him. He paid, $250,000 for it, but you could have probably gone on StockX and bought a pair for $75,000, $50,000.
I think they had it. It just so happened to be his size, and that's why he bought it, because he was looking for his size.
Size. If you know how to search for it, you can find your size.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not a searcher.
He's not doing all that.
He's not.
If he has that kind of,
if I had that kind of bread, being how much I love sneakers and how much I also love my money, I would have been able to find it for a better price. That's all I'm saying.
Now, speaking of getting shoes at a tremendous discount.
Yes.
Shout out to my guy, my man from, the the motherland, Guyana's finest.
Oh yes,
My
okay.
man, shout out to my guy Pierre, man. He blessed me with just. We're gonna use it as the cover art for this week's episode.
I was gonna say you just said the words right out of my
little
mouth.
early birthday present, man. He blessed me. I appreciate that, brother. You know what I'm saying? Things are looking real up on this side. And you know, we're just gonna let y'all see that. So make sure you pay attention to the cover art, leave a comment.
Are we not gonna say what it is?
Check StockX next week.
Check StockX next week.
We can't just say what it is. I mean, let's talk about it. No,
let's let them leave a comment. Leave
let
a comment.
Marinate.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta leave a comment. I want you to listen.
Do you have any of those, Abdul, yourself?
I do. I have one pair left.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I used to have a lot of them. I had maybe 13 or 15 pairs.
Oh my goodness! Bought a house
just through the years.
Bought the
Oh,
house.
through the years.
Yeah. No, I don't mean like anytime recently.
Okay.
I
Damn.
gave away a lot of pairs. I sold
those?
some for yeah. I mean, if once I wore them, you know what I'm saying, or
No,
I had so many pairs.
I'm not. Check the group chat.
Are we talking about the same sneaker?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, through the years, I've had a lot of pairs, and every time I got a chance and I saw them in my size, I would buy them.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know,
Yeah.
God bless. God
So-
bless.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. But listen,
Yeah.
people, we don't want you to get too just you know,
Yeah,
as
just
you
check the
listen
art.
to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or iHeart Radio, whatever you listen to podcasts on. Just look at the cover art for this week's photo, you know what I'm saying? And just you know what I'm saying? Like, thank you.
Birthday gift. That's
early
amazing.
birthday gift. You
Yeah.
feel me? Shout out to my
Shout
guy.
out to Studio Sonic, man.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out to
for sure.
Pierre.
Um,
He just happened to have those in the tuck. Are you all the same size?
It's a story that I can further explain off air.
Oh,
Just
Patreon. We're gonna go on Patreon. for that. Yeah.
So I did think about Patreon now because the Throwing Fits podcast does a Patreon thing as
Okay.
well, and we picked up a new YouTube subscription this week as well. So things are up over here. So like we're thinking
one new subscription.
we're thinking about
Popping.
Patreon, but we got one new subscriber. We're popping. All of my extra promotion is we're in a good place.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
I love it.
slow roll, but it's rolling.
Yeah,
It's a slow bird.
it's very much the Grand Canyon over here. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's the Grand Canyon of podcasts.
Oh,
We're
man.
not looking to go viral today. We're looking to go viral in 4 years. So,
Listen.
you know what I'm saying?
It's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
True that. What's the podcast? Episode 215. You know, we've got a lot of incredible topics to speak about tonight.
I gotta listen to that Throwing Fits podcast. Shout out to
Yeah,
Scar.
Scar is it's good, man. Scar is he's a man of many interests. You know what I'm saying? I think he's when you listen to the podcast, you have a just appreciation for just like really well balanced, cultured people because he's just into a lot of stuff. He speaks about his love for Japan. You know what I'm saying? His love for watches. He's from uptown, but the spot is all the way downtown. You know, the new spot. It's just a, you know, these dudes are really on his steez. Yeah, he's a watch guy. So it's a, you know, I think it's
He's a
about
big
40
car
minutes.
guy too. For like somebody that lives in New York, he doesn't. I don't know how much he talks about that, but he's got a garage in New York City full of whips, like old. What is the joints that were really big in Japan? Skyliners or something like that.
Skyline GTRs.
I mean, he's got like right side Mercedes 190s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right-hand
he's got like
drive.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
Porsches
Again, like,
and all
we
that
don't,
shit.
we're not here to big up anybody else's podcast. However, because Scar is on there and it's a
Yeah.
And it's not
it's
his
a,
podcast.
you know, it's an extended friendship over here.
I've listened to that podcast once before when they had our guy Bar Brown on an episode. Also a friend of Scar's and a friend of mine, and I think acquaintance of the podcast. And Jerome knows him. We have a lot of friends in common. But yeah, I listened to that podcast once before. Had him on there, and yeah, I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna tune in and check Scar's episode out.
Yeah, for sure. Episode 215. Make sure you check that out, download it, share it with a friend. What's a podcast? We are here. Obviously, again, we're in the middle of the summer. It was crispy today. Stay safe out there. Drink your water. Stay out of the sun between 2 and 6. Abdul has an issue.
I do.
Abdul has an issue with Westside Gunn because Westside Gunn was in Athens, of all places, with Prada sandals.
He was wearing like jelly sandals
on, looking like grandma. I think those are the classic black man sandals, aren't they?
Nah, they're not though. They're like jelly sandals that Bella used to wear
with a heel. With a heel. You're right. They are jelly sandals.
They all had that heel.
No, these got the extra heel on them. They got an extra 2 inches. Pause.
Yeah, I mean,
was this when he was wearing the all black fit?
He was wearing it with socks too, though.
Oh yeah, no, these are just an updated version of the classic black man. Yeah. Like
with the heel though, the old uncle's joints. If he didn't have on socks, you could have probably seen his toes.
That's why he wore socks.
But these joints got a heel. And
he wore socks for swag.
Nah, he wore socks. He didn't want to get clowned.
My issue
he getting clowned.
I just have a big problem with people who. Actually, I don't even have a big problem. I should not even start like that.
If he's comfortable,
I don't even care.
Right, man.
But do you? But it's crazy how people wear some crazy shit just because it's a name brand and they think they're killing it. Like just because it's expensive and it's from a big fashion house does not mean it's tight, my man.
It does not mean it's fly at all.
But we've said that forever though, right? Like people think because of
we just need to reinforce it more because it's people like Westside Gunn and and people like that and other people that people look up to for fashion tips, but you're not really doing anything that's super fly. Like pull off something that's not expensive and make that look fly. And
so look at the group chat. You tell me they don't look like the ALD ones that are in the group chat.
Let me see here. They do with a bigger heel. They're chunkier.
Right. I mean, it's Prada. Prada has to do something to separate from the masses. So
yeah, all of these are terrible.
That AOD one.
You doing those, Jerome?
I mean, when I'm 57, yes.
You're not 57.
That's the classic.
I don't think
black
you're going to
man.
do it in 57.
I've seen multiple black men as they age get comfortable in these sandals.
That's what you want, though?
I mean, you got to pay your dues. You know what I'm saying? You got. My uncles did it. My pops definitely had those in brown. I remember that before he, couldn't do his thing anymore. So it's just a rite of passage as a black man. Like, you know what I mean? It's just. I see why Westside Gunn did it. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I see why he did it. Like,
Westside Gunn is tripping.
He's paying homage.
He's paying homage, just the Prada version. I promise you, if you ask many other black men about that sandal, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, like you got at some point." You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well,
it's there.
Leave a comment and let us know what y'all think. But he got
that'll be the second picture on the podcast tomorrow.
He got killed in the comments too.
Anyhow, yeah. If you catch me wearing them, if you catch me wearing those, I have made it in life.
No socks.
I don't care.
No socks.
B. Summertime function. That's the black men in the summer function, bro.
Linen short set.
I mean,
you already know.
Linen short set.
You clowning, but you know. Like you feel the vibes. Like you've seen.
That's when you gotta go. That's when you gotta go back to like the cell phone on the belt clip.
All that, G. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody said my Haitian grandma got those slides.
Nah, like those are. Those are the
black man.
I don't follow Westside Gunn, but he's in these comments responding. I mean, he's defending his fashion sense in these.
He's $2,500.
I mean, he's foolish for doing that. I wouldn't.
I'm the fly guy.
I wouldn't respond. If I put this,
I'm in Athens, Greece. They want me to wear baggy jeans and Timberlands. Pathetic.
Listen,
okay, I mean, he is in Greece. He is in Greece. He should wear sandals.
I'm not mad at him for this at all. I know where he's at with this. Westside, I feel I understand. I understand, black.
I'm not
man,
mad at
man.
him. I'm not mad at him. I don't care.
I can see. I can
It's
see.
not-
I'm really waiting for your bums to unfollow me expeditiously. Comments making my skin crawl. Yo, he was not feeling the comments at all. They were lighting him up.
Listen,
Oh my
man. I and this looks like it just looks like an extended extended Euro trip. You know what I'm saying? I like to say that I inspired it because he did Milan,
he's
he did London, he did Athens, he did
I think he's just like following Fashion Week at this point, right?
I mean, he was. I think he did Paris. Does he only have 4 Instagram posts? Oh, he only has 9. Yeah, like
hilarious.
yeah. So I mean, shout out to Westside Gunn, man. I get it, bro. I see you. Like, I respect it. I respect your pedigree. 215 episode 215 was a podcast. Again, you know what? You missed out, Abdul, but we definitely started the show with happy birthday to Roland.
Mr. Castro.
Yeah, for sure.
F.A. Okay. Happy birthday, dog.
So we can stay with the Instagram. This is another Abdul situation. What are your thoughts on men who ask another man to follow them back on Instagram?
Pause.
Has that happened to you?
Of
I know it's
course.
happened to you.
Of course.
He asked you to follow him back?
They'd be like, hey, dog, hey, like, yo, follow me back, yo. Like,
Yeah,
yo.
it's like that, or yo, I hit you with the follow, you didn't hit me back.
Oh,
It's
I didn't even.
it's
Yeah.
super weird.
You know what I do now? This is my method now. If you show me some love in any way, shape, or form, yo, Rome, you killed it. What's your IG? Let me see
You
IG.
follow them?
Then I follow them. Bang, they follow me. And then in the middle
Ghost
of the
them.
night, when I know they're sleeping, I unfollow them again.
When I know they're sleeping, because
But hold on. How does it
it's
notify
not like they
you?
get notified. You don't have to wait till the middle.
I don't
of
know.
The night.
I don't know. I just like to do it when I know they're
Yeah,
not.
but
on the
they could be
gram.
checking his page, and then if it says not follow, like I don't know.
But I just do it when I feel like if I'm DJing, if I'm in the Uber at 2:30 in the morning on a Tuesday,
You just like
which I was
purging your followers.
which I was I know who my last 10 followers are. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming off the weekend. So if it's a Tuesday, I'm leaving Heist. I'm at, you know what I'm saying? We're coming up 18th Street. I'm like, oh, let me double check this follower situation real quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't really rock with them. And I'll even hit the button slightly as if I'm like creeping in the house late at night. I'm like, unfollow.
Yeah.
And then I kind of wait to see what happens, and then I realize nothing's happening.
Do they follow you? Does anybody ever follow you again?
No, they stay following me, but I unfollow them. They don't know that I'm not following them.
I think this follower thing is
fire.
People take it really, really seriously. I like your approach. I personally just don't even follow if I don't really know you, or if I'm not a fan of yours, or something along those lines. But yeah, I just think it's strange. I mean, I saw
you to follow back.
Yeah, I mean, I had somebody.
Yo, what's your IG? Oh, follow me back, yo.
A dude I ran into a few months ago. I met through a friend of mine. Was like, yo, what's your IG? And he pulled my joint up on his phone, and he hit follow. And I just didn't follow back. I'm just not interested.
Yeah.
And I saw him actually last week, and he was like, man, you ain't hit me with the follow back. Like, you told me to follow you. And I was like, I never said that. Let's not even get off on the wrong foot, my man. I never said that. I never said follow me.
Right.
I never asked for anything like that. It's corny, my man. I never talk like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and actually somebody we know, an instance this past weekend, took somebody outside. Yo, let me talk to you real quick, and proceeded to explain why they've been following him for so long and he never followed back. Like, it's a real
He
grievance.
explained to the person why he didn't follow him back.
No. Somebody we know rolled up on a friend of mine and was like, yo, let me talk to you. Come on outside. And they went outside and,
Pulled up on
not in a violent way, but just go outside, smoke some cigarettes, and
come holler at
talk, whatever. Come holler at me, and then in that they threw it in there as part of the conversation, like, yo, we from out here, we're from the same city. I followed you, and you never followed me back. It was a real grievance to this person.
And what's the problem?
Well, the problem is nobody's entitled to that.
Yeah, we're here. No, we're here right now.
We're here right now. Like, I don't have to follow you to stay in touch with you or to know any. I think this sort of clout as to who's following you is part of the big problem.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Bro, it's a thing. Jerome will tell you that. Jerome might be part of the problem when he's like, yo, what's your IG? Let me follow you.
Because they show me love. It's the middle. It's like, yo, Rome, you just killed it. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. What's your Instagram? And then it's like,
right.
Boom,
what if you just leave it at thank you so much? I really appreciate it.
I got to trap you in the web.
Is there like do you have to have like low people that you follow and like a lot of followers? Like, is that that's like the Instagram thing?
Nah, I'm just trying to trap you in the web.
Follow like 12 people and
I follow like
followers.
I follow like 1,500 people.
I mean, I see Jerome's point a little bit because he's also selling a service, and he puts out music and mixes and things like that. And so the more amount of eyes and ears you have on this sort of thing, it's better for him, right?
Yeah, but then when they see his new mix come out and they go to his page and they realize he's not following him anymore,
then they probably hit unfollow just out of
him back.
Just out of what you should say, Rome, is yo, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm about to put out some new mixes on my Instagram. What if you just leave it at that and then be like, yo, follow without even saying follow me? Every week I put out a new mix, or this joint I'm about to upload and I'm gonna put the link on my Instagram and just leave it there. Jerome Baker III.
I might just tell him to follow me on Threads. I'm feeling Threads right now, so we might just do Threads. Okay, you on Threads? Follow me on Threads. Let me tight.
Yeah, I'll hit people up with a follow on Threads just if I need to, because they might say something interesting on there that I might be into.
I like Threads. If you're not on Threads, you should get on Threads.
I mean, isn't Instagram like personal too? Like y'all be putting pictures of your kids on there and shit. Like you just don't want everybody to follow you. You know what I mean? Like,
but I've also told myself when I get up when she hits about 11 or 12, I'm done putting pictures of her on Instagram. Like I just don't want that to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People get weird. It's one thing if they're 4.
People are weird.
So it's one thing if she's 4, but if she's 11 and she's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. So I'm gonna just only post like stories with her face covered or something. I don't know. I ain't figured it out yet.
My whole engagement with social media, I think I talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago, has slowed down personally for me. Like I go days now without being on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't do that for my job, but I understand where you're coming from though. The real
if I have the time, I do catch up on my stories, but there's like 3 to 4 days out of the week where I'm unable to like rock with Instagram. I can't catch up with all my stories, or I just can't keep up with the feed. It's just a lot.
Well,
so
that's
crazy.
cancel
it out. Do people ever like watch all their stories?
It's impossible unless you
literally
hell yeah.
Like the whole thing, like where they're done.
But I'm saying you gotta watch.
I used to. I don't follow that many people.
Yeah.
So.
But like if you follow less than 100 people, that's the only way it's possible.
Oh yeah, no, I follow way more than that. I think I follow like 600.
Yeah,
but
so like
there would be times back in the day where I would be up to date. Like there would be like I could spend like a good 25-30 minutes
watching stories,
a day watching stories and be caught up with my feed. But I just can't do that.
Nah, I get it. What's the podcast episode 215? She where Eddie has taken a quick break.
He went to go take a shit.
Potentially, we're not sure. We don't want to
find out.
We don't want to know.
But yeah, don't be a buster, man. Don't ask people to follow you back and be corny like that. It's not cool.
Not cool. So we had a guy come into the shop tonight. He's like, "Yo, man, y'all do events in here?" I'm like, "Yeah, time to time. We got something coming up soon." He's like, "Yo, man, he said, y'all got the illest edibles in the game." I said, "Oh, that's cool." I said, "I think we're going to partner with another weed shop or something like that." I was like, "So, let me give them the first." Nah, he like, "They got this." And I said, "Bro, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what I don't know what language you're speaking. I don't speak
Right.
dispensary. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't
Cousin,
speak.
cousin proceeds to say, "Yo, man, I got the illest idea." He said, "Y'all do food at your events?" I said, "Man, not really. We kind of just keep it simple." He like, "Yo, I got chicken wings, French fries, and then I got the THC is in the mumbo sauce."
Infused mumbo sauce.
He said, "I got infused mumbo sauce."
Yeah.
I said, "Bro, you're gonna kill somebody."
I'm sure there's something like that already out there.
Mumbo sauce,
100%.
that's kind of crazy.
No, they got that.
That is insane.
Yeah, I think they can taper off they can control the amount of THC that goes into the food. So when they cook it, some of it's sort of like a slow burn. It catches up on you slowly and gradually. It's not like it's gonna
Who
hit you
you
like a I don't even know. But I talked to my man. Shout out to my man Hawaii Mike from New York who has a service called Chef for Hire. Hire as in HIGHER, and he caters he curates these dinners. He curates these dinners in different cities around America where he cooks food for, like, let's say 30 people or something like that. And each one of the dishes he serves is THC infused. Also, happy belated birthday, my man. Hawaii Mike, legend. If you know what time it is. What was Hawaii Mike's magazine's name, man? Do y'all remember that?
LTD magazine.
LTD. You remember LTD, Ed?
I do.
Yeah. Shout out to Hawaii Mike. He started that in early, like 16, 17 years ago.
Maybe more.
Might have been more. He also used to be the editor of the Source magazine at one time, and then also did LTD magazine. Yeah, it must have been like 20 years ago, actually, that magazine came out.
And now he's a chef?
I mean, it's one of the many things he does. Yeah, he has a service called Chef for Hire. They've had dinners here in DC.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, in New York and Brooklyn.
You go to those dinners?
No, I've never. I don't partake, so it's not for me.
I mean, you go to the club, you don't drink.
Yeah, but a dinner will be something different, right? It's not like he's gonna make a separate dinner for me that doesn't have THC in it.
That's true.
Once I go there and I'm required to eat,
you pretty much you probably gotta sign something, and then you probably gotta partake. Yeah. So
yeah, it's not like the same thing.
Shout out to that magazine though. That was fire.
LTD magazine was fire.
I think I did a little write up for them about.
Did you really? When you were in college?
No, when I was at Commonwealth.
Oh shit.
I did a write up for them. What was Stylist Chris record store called?
DJ Hut.
DJ Hut. I did a write up for them around 2007 about DJ Hut.
Okay.
First time I met Chris, and it was just a good article, good little write up. I still have the magazine around here somewhere too. It's very tight.
That's dope.
Yeah. I'm nice with it. So, what's the podcast? Episode 215. We have just an another set of topics. The MLB All-Star game it happened last night on Tuesday.
Isn't that weird that they do it on a Tuesday? Nobody else does.
I don't know. I think it starts like Friday though. I think it starts Friday, Saturday to get the weekend crowd, like to get people to go to the game and go to like the softball fun game. Then I think, or maybe it starts on Saturday, Sunday, something weird like that.
They get you in there for the whole weekend.
But they get you in there for the whole weekend. Yeah. I think Monday is actually like a day off or something, and then they come back with the game on Tuesday. But it's very tight to see, the black, I guess, not experience or opinion, but perspective on these MLB uniforms, right? So Diet Starts Monday came out with an entire capsule for the MLB All-Star game. And I know you guys saw it because everybody in the world wants the piece, but there is the Fear of God Ken Griffey Jr. jersey. Did you guys see that?
I have not.
No.
It's a heater.
It's going up for sale, or it was like a special thing for him?
It's probably already gone by now. But man, it was because obviously Griffey played in Seattle, which is where the All-Star game was.
Right.
So there was like a special capsule that Jerry Lorenzo created, and then Jerry Lorenzo made a different hat. He made a one of their Fear of God hats with the F on it.
Yeah.
In every color of the in every color for every team.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so like there's 30 different hats. So there's like a Colorado Rockies, the Phillies cap is tough.
Like all the colorways.
All the teams. The Oakland A's joint is tough. I mean, they made a
what's the Nationals one look like?
Probably
Just red, right?
Yeah, red.
It's not on Jerry's website, but like New Era Cap has them all. And
Oakland one's fire.
Oakland one is so fire.
Oakland one is what, green and yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
That's
the Miami Marlins one is clean. The
I can see
Mariners
Houston
joints are
being dope,
clean.
too. The Astros.
Yeah, I mean you just got to look through the whole range of hats.
Baltimore's what, black and orange?
Yeah.
Black and orange.
that's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's
65 is not too bad for a fitted.
That's how much fitteds cost.
Yeah. But you would think because of Spirit God, it might be a little bit more.
It's like $10 more. They're like 48.
They're about
like
48, 45, something like that.
Yeah.
Like official New Era fitteds are about that much.
Yeah. So obviously this weekend in DC is another banger. You've got Broccoli City Festival.
Ooh.
But it also is the beginning of MLS All-Star.
Yes, let's go, baby.
So I'm doing an event Sunday at the Apple Store.
Okay, which one?
Carnegie Library.
Nice.
Apple Store times DC United event. Then I gotta.
Is it a private thing or?
No, pull up. You can pull up. 12 to 2.
Abdul, do you remember going to parties back there at that location back?
I've only gone there. I went to a party there once, and it was
like
when
Howard Homecoming.
It was. I went there. Actually, I've been there twice. I went there when the All-Star Weekend was in DC in what was that, 2000 or 2001, and I went to some other parties there, like one other party there. Yeah, it used to have some nice stuff in there, man. There was some great parties.
Ooh.
It's a beautiful venue.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
This What's it called is kind of tough.
What's that?
The Baltimore one.
The Fear of God.
Get that.
Yeah, I just put that. No, I can't. I'm from Phoenix.
Let me see here.
Yeah, it's fire.
I might have to get that.
That Phillies might be the best one though. That thing is
that Baltimore is tough.
Right?
I bought Phillies.
Sheesh.
Clean. Dang, Diamondbacks on page 2. We are trash. Oh, but it's sold out though. Oh, okay, let's go Arizona. Yes, sir.
That's the name of your team, Diamondbacks?
The Arizona Diamondbacks. Yeah, it's like a snake or something, bro. I don't know.
Oh shit. Okay.
Pittsburgh's probably fire too.
It's plain, it's just black with the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sold out though.
Yeah.
A's sold out.
Of course, they're all on eBay and StockX.
That Padres one is fire though. That brown. Listen, people, if you're home watching watching or listening, go ahead and get that cracking. Also Sunday, I'm leaving the Carnegie gig, smashing straight to Baltimore.
Okay.
I'm closing out the last hour and a half, 2 hours of the function. And when I say the function, people, this weekend Social Status is opening in Baltimore. Thursday is, I'm not sure if it's friends and family, but it's just opening night.
Are we going? Are we going tomorrow?
No, I've got a DJ Darla Nikki, so we're not going. And there's also what's it called here tomorrow too in DC.
What's that?
We're trying to get her to come through Darla Nikki when she's done. Erica Badu and Mos Def.
Ooh.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So should be popping. So can't do Baltimore, but I'm in Baltimore Saturday and Sunday DJing the and I know Impulse got a mean. I think the thing is over at 7 on Friday. Then there's a party at the Pendry.
Yes.
From 9 to 11. I feel like they're gonna be giving away Mac Attacks there. If you're hip. And,
I think I'm going to shoot out there tomorrow early and go see what the opening looks like. It's going to be tough for me to make it out for the rest of the week, and I got a whole bunch of other things going on.
It's a busy weekend in DC, man. It's another
it's just a
banger.
busy
Like
weekend. I need those Mac attacks though. Them shits is hard body.
DC has not stopped all summer. Like it has been, and I'm a testament. I'm in a good place with it, but I'm a testament. Like I'm tired. You know what I mean? So
yeah. But speaking of, you were talking about the MLS All-Star Week, which kicks off this weekend. All-Star game is next week, Wednesday, at Audi Field here in Washington, D.C. And shout out to our family over at Somewhere. They are also did a collaboration with MLS, along with our other guy, our friend Jung from WJW, also has his own collection coming out with the MLS for All-Star Weekend. They're going to be having listen, both did that shit on each one of these drops, but they have a pop-up on Saturday at Somewhere in Navy Yard. So pull up and grab a tee or a jersey or whatever they got in the collection, man. But I'll be at the game on Wednesday. I'm actually going to go with them, and it's a little bit different this time because normally, when you think about All-Stars, you think about maybe like East playing West or something like that, or all the teams, all the best players and teams across the whole league playing against each other. But I like what the MLS decided to do this year, man. Instead of, because soccer is still relatively unknown and the players here in America are still relatively unknown to regular citizens.
Yeah, most people.
To spark interest in MLS All-Star, what they did was they're having the MLS All-Stars play against a European team. So they're actually playing against a team from the Premier League, Arsenal, who should have.
That's your team, right?
That's my squad, and who should have won the Premier League this year. We didn't, but let's not talk about that. So yeah, they're playing Arsenal Wednesday night at Audi Field, July 19th. I'm gonna be at the game, and
you already got tickets?
No, I didn't buy any tickets. Tickets went crazy. They sold out really fast, and resale on them shits was like almost like close to $500. And but no, I'm going with my man Jung was able to get me a ticket, and he has his collaboration with the MLS, so they were able to give him an extra ticket for me. Yeah, I'm gonna just roll with him. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited that the MLS is tapping in with designers and stores from this area to do collections and collabs with the MLS, just because I think it's dope, man. I think we have so much talent in this city and just in this area, period. We were just overlooked so many times. So it's exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to them tapping in, man. I think that it's a good look for the whole city. Shout out to Somewhere. I like their commercial.
Commercial is dope.
Jung had a much more pared down commercial, but his was strong. Shout out to Jung for coming through the function as well. You feel me? That I think what does he have, a torn ACL or something like that?
Yeah, he messed up his ACL playing soccer. Jung is actually really nice, man. He was he had a full ride to Howard to play soccer at Howard. And
I
never
understand.
really made it into college, but he's nice with it. He's nice with it.
Yeah,
it happens as you get older, man. Them tendons, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to be real. You got to be real careful, man. Unfortunately, but he'll be back. He'll be stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jung and Somewhere and everybody else, rocking out with MLS this weekend.
Little bit of history with Jung. We should also mention, now his brand WJW has taken off, and it's known worldwide, and you see LeBron wearing it and people all over, famous people wearing it. But we should make a note that Jung was the one who did our first collaboration t-shirts.
The first What's a Podcast t-shirt.
What's a Podcast t-shirt.
Abdul hijacked us on the design.
First and only
collaboration with our beloved Yums.
Abdul hijacked us for his company, for his own company's benefit. He gave all the t-shirts to Yums workers. You know what I'm saying? Eddie, we should have paid attention back then. Who was
sold
the
out.
I didn't even get a t-shirt.
We sold out of those shirts so fast.
You have a
it was crazy.
You have a What's a Podcast t-shirt, please hit us in the DM. Take a photo of yourself wearing it. We'll give you a free month on Patreon.
Yeah.
And we'd love to just see how it's aged. Lord knows we don't even have them ourselves because all the workers at Yums have them. And
Abdul definitely has it.
Abdul has 4. You know what I'm saying? Like we should have paid attention back then, but we were so happy that, you know.
Man, shout out to Junk for hooking that up as well, and shout out to Mikey Swag for the design.
No doubt.
And listen, we got some more stuff coming in the collection.
Crazy collab.
Shout out to obviously. With Jerry Lorenzo and the hats, there's now information that says that Lids is allowing you to stitch a foam posit embroidery on any hat.
Yeah, apparently it's happening at Lids in this area just because of how big the foam posit is in the DMV and Baltimore. So you can go to any Lids locations in Pentagon City or Tyson's Corner, and they're able to stitch a foam posit.
Any color one, anyone you want.
Yeah, anyone you want. They'll embroider that shit right on your hat.
Will they do that like on a sweatshirt or like a pair of sweatpants?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that.
Like
I don't know if their machines take. It would look tough on a jean jacket. A small little foam posit. Yeah. It looks kind of crazy to be on a hat, but I see it. I could see somebody doing it.
Yeah, a jean jacket would be dope.
My Broccoli City tickets just came through. Sorry.
Oh shit, are we good? Is Broccoli City a 2-day thing or 1 day?
He said, Jerome.
I'm waiting. He hasn't responded yet.
There ain't no answer to that.
You gotta say it.
He just responded.
I did respond, exactly.
Everybody who watches this podcast.
It's an audio podcast. You got to say it.
Yo, listen, I don't know. Shout out to everybody for sure.
Is Broccoli City 1 day or 2 day?
It's 2 days. 2 days.
Who's headlining it?
1 day, Little Uzi is headlining. And I believe Brent Fayez is headlining another day.
Oh, wow.
Brent is from out here, right?
Columbia, Maryland.
There we go.
Let's just get this 100% right so we can be there. Yes, Little Uzi Vert and Jasmine Sullivan are headlining the Saturday, which also has City Girls, Ice Spice, Rema, Finesse 2 times, a couple other people, and then Brent Fayez is on Sunday with Kodak Black, Asake, La Russell, Fat Trell, and a couple other people as well.
Wow. Okay.
Fuck with Kodak.
Okay.
I think I'm good on broccoli.
I'm unfortunately not going to be able to make it.
I think I'm good on it.
I got a whole bunch of shit.
I just think that it's a busy weekend for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
people are gonna be in the streets for sure.
They're looking out for me crazy right now, and I really truly appreciate it.
Who throws Broccoli City?
I just call them the Broccoli City guys.
Shout out to D Perk,
Marco, Anon, Brandon. They got a whole. I mean, those are some great dudes, man. They've been at it for a long time. They're business guys, so it's always lovely to see them.
Yeah,
keep pushing. You feel what I'm saying? They're black men, black fathers. You know what I mean? So it's beautiful to see them pushing the culture forward, as people like to say.
No doubt.
Episode 215, as I look at my tickets. Kyrie is now with Anta, which I believe is a Chinese or Japanese brand. I believe they're Chinese.
Yeah.
5-year deal. He's also their chief creative officer. Which
good shit.
Which is great title, but I don't think it really means a whole lot.
It doesn't.
I mean, it could. It gives you the option to do things. I mean, I think his role is going to be a little bit different. I think he's always wanted to have some sort of role designing sneakers.
Like more hands-on.
Yeah, if you remember, part of Nike's issue with Kyrie was when he went on a spree and just started shitting on their Kyrie 8. Remember that before it even came out? And he was like, "This is ugly. I never had any parts to do with this or designing this. Nobody asked me for any input."
But that was after like the public's reaction to them too, though. right?
You know what? I think it was kind of happening all at the same time. I think he might have been the one to even leak the shoe, and I think Nike's issue with it was, yo, this is not even a finished version, and you're already putting it out there. Plus, on top of that, they're like, it's your own shoe, and you're shitting on your own thing.
Yeah, that's stupid.
But he's been managed to. That Kyrie shoe, the 7, really resonated with people, man. I mean, you know, he's as a brand, he sold over $2.6 billion in sales. So, and I'm looking at some of these pictures of him wearing Anta, and they're actually not bad. I think he's going to be. They're not horrible. I think he's going to be able to do some stuff with it. I'm sure, you know, he's got a nice little deal, profit sharing or whatever it is. And
where do you buy those shoes, like the Ling Lings and this brand? Where do you buy those?
The Ling Ling?
The shoe, what are they called?
The Ling Lings?
Yeah, where do you buy all the, like, where can you buy like those shoes?
I'm sure Anta has a website, but probably like with Kyrie, they're probably gonna
carry them, right?
They're probably gonna start tapping in with stores now and making sure that the shoe is more available, because now they really have a real American athlete that's signed to the brand and that people really fuck with, you know. But along with this, his role also includes where he can you know, sign and recruit like other athletes along from multiple sports, or people that he thinks should have some sort of shoe deal or something like that. So I think all of that is going to be part of his role. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. I think Nike did him a little bit wrong. You know what I'm saying? The way they exited out, I don't think it was sincere on their part. They used, you know, that video that he had tweeted about maybe as an excuse, just because they were already pissed about him shitting on the 8, as well as they might not have necessarily been able to control him, which is what normally big companies like to do, right? They want to be able to control whoever they're working with, and when that person does not do as they think they should, they find a reason to get you to fuck out. And I think he gave them a reason with that. It was an easy way for them to cancel.
He just made a couple mistakes, right? He disagreed with them, which I don't think was that big of a deal. Like he ended up sort of walking that back. But I think the liking and sharing of the video, denying the Holocaust or something like that, I think that was the thing that really got him up out of there. Yeah, anti-Semitic. And then when he didn't straight up deny being anti-Semitic, I think that's what more so got him out of there, right? Because
I thought the video was just what was the video about? The video was an anti-Semitic video. The one that he tweeted.
Yeah, it was a link to an anti-Semitic video or something like that. But then, like, there's people that speculate, like, if you actually watch it, it doesn't say this, that, and the third. I'm not sure. Yeah. But
he was just like voicing his opinion on something.
He was more so judged in the court of public opinion, though. That's where they threw the hammer at him. And unfortunately, that's where he got caught. But I think with Kyrie, you know, he's into the free thinking and all the free speech. It's like family. We get all of that, but
shut the fuck up.
Be quiet and play basketball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because also he was doing this in the middle of the season, so it looks like he's not focused. So it just gives a lot of people. And Kyrie was right. He said he made Nike $2.6 billion.
Yeah,
which is right, because they had 3 different tiers of shoes for Kyrie.
Yeah,
like an $80 shoe, $110, and $170. Kids rock Kyrie's all day long.
Yeah.
All they're gonna do is making that the new Devin Booker shoe or the new.
No, Devin Booker has a shoe out now.
Devin Booker shoe.
You like it? I don't like it.
It looks like a SB, like a.
It looks terrible.
I thought it was an Air Force One. Truthfully,
I thought it was a blazer.
But you know, Kyrie just was in a position where he was just taking part in some behavior that the court of public opinion really forced the Nets and Nike's hand. And so as a result of that, remember he was suspended for so many games and XYZ, and it's like, you know, bro, just there's times when you gotta just be quiet. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I- good where he's
I
at
just
right
think
now.
that Nike was tired of his off-court shenanigans, and once the thing happened with the video, they were like, "Boom, we can really get him out of his
the thing is
contract
that
because of this."
they're not going to find anybody to make up that revenue stream though. Like Kyrie was probably
it's not
top
Zion.
5.
It's not
It's not
Ja
Zion.
Morant.
It's not Ja.
It could have been Ja though.
It's not
Maybe
Devin
it
Booker.
still is. But the shoes, the Kyries just look so much better. The Kyrie 7s
Yeah.
especially and the 6s just look so much better than anybody
It's
else's
not Kevin
signature
Durant.
shoes.
You can still pick up all of Kyrie's shoes at various outlet sneaker
Yeah.
stores. They might not be a Nike outlet sneaker
No.
store, but it might be another type of
You
outlet.
might catch him at
sneaker store.
TJ Maxx.
Bro, I saw them at the Nike store at downtown Silver Spring like about a month ago. I came
Yeah,
on here and
so
talked
maybe-
about it.
Wow.
Yeah. The crazy thing about it though is this Anta Sports, they don't even have an American website.
They will now.
They have to.
Yeah, they have to.
How would you? How do you even? But that's just terrible business. How do you sign a player of Kyrie's stature and not have a website?
Because they don't care, because
Because-
they're gonna make so much money off of him in Asia.
Right,
because
right.
because
It
they
fucking
have
matters.
billions of people in China alone that they don't even need to go outside to be big.
Yeah,
Like
they
if
don't-
you are a star in China, you can be extremely wealthy just by staying in your region.
For sure.
Like if you
For
have
sure.
a mixtape out that people fuck with in China,
It's
you
a
do
wrap.
not give a fuck about leaving Beijing.
Oh yeah, your WhatsApp's going
Yeah.
crazy.
Nah, I'm staying right here in
Your
Shanghai,
WhatsApp,
dog.
Your WhatsApp is going absolutely.
WeChat,
WeChat.
That's what it is. Your
WeChat
WeChat is
popping
going
off.
Yeah, your
crazy.
WeChat is going nuts.
But you
Oh
know,
my
we'll see what's
God.
popping with Kyrie, man.
I might have to get those. I kind of like the black pair that I saw him wearing in a picture.
Episode 215.
Philly.
I talked to my guy today. I'm good. Sorry, Eddie, I didn't get a chance to call you back. I was so shocked and so happy. But my guy Neil's coming through for me. He said he
Oh,
got
yeah?
a plug.
On what?
Cortez joints.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Neil. Come on,
Ne-
man.
Neil's
Size 9.
Yo, Neil's a big dog in London. You don't know.
He's only been there for like a month. He already plugged in.
Nah, he's been there for a year, but his
Oh, okay.
job though, he's a big dog over there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm
Word.
good.
Shout out to Neil, man. Neil, let me get
Nah,
size 9.
chill. I showed him
Size
your Instagram.
9. Come on, dog.
I showed
Let
him
me
your
get-
Instagram post
let
where
me
you
get-
didn't tag him.
I didn't know. I mean, I just.
I'm just saying.
Abdul
I
didn't
did.
even follow him back.
Doesn't even
No, I follow
Neil.
Neil. I follow Neil. I
He
unfollowed
literally-
him in the middle of the night.
My
Nah, I follow
tag
Neil.
is
Shout out
back
to
by-
Neil, man.
Nah, shout out to Neil, man. That is my
Abdul's
guy.
gonna slide in his
$1,000,000
DMs tonight. When soon as we get off the podcast.
I'm about to message him right now. Be like, yo, I heard you the plug for the
He's not,
Cortez
man.
Air Max 95s.
It's 3:35 in London. I'm pretty sure he's asleep, but nevertheless,
First thing in the morning.
you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's 5 hours ahead. I'll be asleep when he responds. You know what I mean? Cortez Nikes are dropping. I think what it was 1,000 pair total that are dropping because
You secured a pair for sure, or he's gonna try to look out.
I mean, listen, you
It's
know,
first come, first serve over there. So
yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
it's gonna be
We're gonna
crazy.
see. You know, I'm not pressuring my man. I just say, yo, if you could, you know what I mean, make it happen, I'd appreciate it. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna
you
see.
know what I mean?
Maybe I
We'll
can
see.
get him a pair of the List Air Forces or something for the Cortez for the set.
that would be phenomenal. That would be great. I wouldn't be mad at all.
I don't think you can make that happen.
If he makes it happen, it'd be wonderful.
I can't make it happen. I was just joking.
Wonderful.
I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, shout out to our guy Clarence Premium Goods,
Yes.
who clearly saw somebody wearing them today. I don't know who he saw wearing them, but this person was wearing them.
Abdul knows who was wearing them.
Was it all day? I don't know who it was.
No.
But somebody was wearing them, and
Abdul reposted it, so
he has
I did
to. He's
repost it.
contractually obligated
who
to
it is.
repost them. Like he'll be judged in the group chat if he doesn't repost them. You know what I mean? Everybody has to check in with Clark at 6 p.m. every day for reposts. So, you know,
we got a group chat for the
Exactly.
repost.
Oh
Not the you reposted it, right? I bet. Cool.
Y'all got us looking crazy.
The shell's looking crazy.
Oh,
Anyhow,
man.
yeah, Devin Booker's shoe, the book one, not phenomenal by any means. Just like
it doesn't look like a basketball shoe. at all.
unremarkable
It looks
Air
terrible.
Force One.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks bad.
They got to get better
Do
designers.
they have
or
any
something
like
that out
say
there.
in it though? Like, does he have to approve it? Like, yeah, we're gonna go with that one.
I'd be like, yo, get these shits out of here.
Right.
Terrible.
My
But,
brother,
it's just-
my brother is very close with his brother. My brother knows Devin as well, but he was like, next time he runs into his brother, he's gonna see what's good, like what happened with the process. So hopefully Kellen will let us know something next week.
What if he's like, what are you talking about? They're perfect.
Yo, they're fire. What do you mean?
What do you mean? They're exactly. I designed those. They're perfect.
Oh my God.
I mean, the orange pair isn't horrible. The black and the black
Orange pair, the orange pair was interesting to say the least. Like the
It's
orange
not
pair
horrible.
needs to be friends and family only. You know what I mean? Like those don't need to be on the court at all.
I fuck with the orange pair. They just don't look like a basketball shoe.
Exactly. Abdul, let's go with TV.
Man, what is good with TV? I just got done with season 2 of Your Honor. I did get a Showtime subscription that I'm not paying for, somebody else's. It just kind of came in. If you have Paramount Plus, Showtime
Just
now
rolls
comes
over.
free with Paramount Plus. And I had somebody's Paramount Plus credentials, and shout out to them for hooking me up. So I got done watching Your Honor season 2. Little bit disappointed. It wasn't as dope. Season 1 was a lot better. And I just started watching the it's like a mini doc / reality show about tennis players called Breakpoint. It's on Netflix, and they just added some new episodes to it where they follow a whole bunch of tennis players throughout the different competitions from last year. So our guy Francis Tiafoe, homegrown, legend from this area, is in it. Nick Kyrgios, who's the guy from New Zealand who goes crazy. So a whole bunch of different athletes, and they follow them through all the different tournaments they have: the Australia Open, U.S. Open, Wimbledon, etc. And very entertaining show, man. I'm starting to appreciate tennis a little bit more after watching that show. But so that's where I'm at. That's what I'm currently watching. Other than that, nothing really to report TV wise.
Is Eubank still in the Wimbledon, or did he get out?
I don't know. Who's that?
He was a black guy that was crushing it in Wimbledon. I don't know if you guys follow Stretch Armstrong.
Of course.
He's been in Wimbledon for the entire time.
He's a big tennis head.
Really sort of documenting this guy's process and his wins through.
Okay.
Yeah, Stretch Armstrong's a huge tennis fan.
Yeah.
Stretch Armstrong also was in the promo video for the new Aimé Leon Dore
campaign.
No, they opening up a record room in New York City.
Wow.
In New York or London?
In both. I'm sorry, both.
Okay.
New York and London. And they put up pictures of the record room. Today they put up a promo video earlier this week as well, and it looks incredible. Like the record room is the one thing that DC does not have. Basically, it's a Dante's Hi-Fi. To give you anybody who's listening, to give you an example, you have a analog mixer, turntables, or CDJs, whatever works for you, and you just rock out in that space. It's a very natural space. You're supposed to blend records for a long time. You're not quick mixing. You're not really on the computer like that, but ALD just hit a home run with the record room, because it's basically like a upgraded Silver Lion. It looks amazing though. Yeah, and
I like the spot downstairs from ESL too, Rome. What is it called? The bar.
Never looked better.
Never looked better. Oz was in there playing some good music Friday night.
Yeah, there's
it's
a
a
new
nice
bar
little
opening.
bar, and you can just go in there, chill, grab a drink, and hang out and talk shit while good music is playing.
Eddie, you heard of Death and Company in New York?
Yeah, they just opened in Blagden
They're
Alley.
opening Blagden Alley tomorrow or Friday, I think. And it was crazy because they had their seed funding. Like they were trying to invest and find people in DC to
invest in them.
Invest in the DC, thing for sure. Maybe 6 to 8 months ago, but you had to have the bag though. Like, I mean, I think to get 1 point, it was like 150 or something like that.
Fuck that.
I know it was crazy, but I get it though, because they're it'll be tough to
Maybe.
get a reservation.
Maybe, and you might have a run for like 2 years, if that.
I think the crowd that they're appealing
Catering
to
to.
Demographics they're appealing
is
to.
gonna keep that place busy for a while.
Probably so.
Like, I'm not saying you won't be able to ever get in, but it's just like you're gonna get in and be like, oh, okay, like I can pay $21 for a drink anywhere.
No doubt.
Why am I in this particular place? You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Let's see. Musically, we're putting a new Dollar Nicky mix out. By the time this drops, it should be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. What else, man? I've been listening to the Central C and Dave album. That's really good. We're 2 weeks away from
Yeah,
Dollar Nicky.
The white boy?
His name's Santan Dave. He's a black guy from London. 2 weeks away from Dollar Nicky 2-year anniversary. I go to Providence and Boston soon. It's popping. If you got anything you've been listening to musically, let us know. Oh, Lil Uzi Vert went #1. First rap album to go #1.
Did you listen to the
I
System of Down remix?
But everybody told me it was so
Remake?
bad. They said it was so bad. Don't even listen.
I would judge for yourself.
It's not Toxicity though, right? It's the other one.
I don't know what the fuck this called, but you know the words. You know it.
Yeah, I got it. So we'll check it out. And I promise I'll get back to it next week. Episode 215, we knocked it out. Shout out to the big update. Don't charge Abdul. My man, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie. Jerome Baker III. If you get us Cortez 95s, God bless.
We'll be grateful. We'll follow you on Instagram. Follow you back.
Follow you back.
There you
Like
go.
that.
That's the name
We're
of
out.
this episode.
Late
Follow you back.
Size 9, please.
We're out. Peace.